So shit does happen, and whether you like it or not, it could happen to you. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Many of you watching this video are just about to sign on for a new voyage. New recruit or old hand, the chances are you're just about to be taken around a vessel that's new to you. Or perhaps you're on a training course, and all this will be happening to you quite soon.
Welcome aboard, Logan. Nice to meet you. Now, we're just going to have a little bit of a look around the boat, and I'll show you where a couple of things are. We'll actually do the bizzo when we're actually working. Yeah. You'll see more about it then. But yeah. First off, anyway, you've got your life raft up there with its release and everything. Yep. And life rings. Yep.
If it's an inshore boat, the skipper, or if it's a freezer trawler, the bosun, or the mate, or the factory manager, is going to show you your muster station in case of emergency, tell you where the fire extinguishers are, and that sort of thing. And if they haven't done so already, they're going to give you a crew manual to read.
This is probably the most important area that you'll need to know. Whenever you hear an alarm on the boat, there's two different alarms, a fire alarm and a muster alarm. I'll show you inside where you can see what the alarms are. Basically, in the case of any alarm, you come up to this area here, there'll be a roll call, and you'll all be given a life jacket. Important that you know how to put the life jackets on. So we'll just fit you all up in one of these now. If you just grab one of these each, please. Okay, life jackets. Undo the clip on the front, mount your life jacket, put your head through the noose, with your arm through one strap. Okay, take your arm through there, Brian.
Obviously there's a big difference between the way things are done on small coastal vessels and on large deep-sea trawlers. And different companies and different skippers do things in different ways.
Okay, Logan. In here we have our fire extinguishers. Yeah. There's two there. There's actually one in the forecastle as well. EPIRB. What does an EPIRB do? Oh, it's just a location beacon. If you sink or some or other, it flick the switch and it'll tell the people where we are. Hopefully, with a bit of luck.
So we'll just go around and I'll show you where the trimming line is, where most of the work goes on. Mind your heads.
But by law, all must provide you with as safe a working environment as is reasonable. And with all the gear and all the training you'll need to be able to do your job without undue risk.
Now over on the trimming line, obviously, and also on the packing line, you will be using knives. They are sharp, or they should be sharp. Sharp knife's much easier to work with than a blunt knife. You're walking with a knife around the factory, please don't go waving it around in front of you. Tuck it up the side of your arm. That way, if you do stumble, throw it away from yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself and you're not going to hurt anybody else. Okay? Please, keep your knives in a safe carrying position. If you do cut yourself, there is a medic on board. He's not bad at stitching. I wouldn't say he's all that good at stitching. You'll have a nice scar, but we don't want people having accidents. We'd rather you went slowly until you got used to what you were doing, until you're comfortable with what you were doing, and so that we avoid accidents. This vessel's got a really good safety record. We'd like to keep it that way.
We have two radios. Yeah. The SSB, that's long range sort of deal, and the little VHF. And that's the one we use mostly. Yep. Radar, two GPSs, sounder.
You may be required to spend some time out here. As you can see, all the guys that are working on the deck have hard hats on. I have a hard hat because that's my job is out here. You guys will be issued with a hard hat any time you're out here. If you get yelled at, that's probably what you get yelled at for, is coming out on deck and not wearing a hard hat, okay? And it'll be me who does the yelling. All right, so if you're asked to come out here, please be safety conscious. As you can see by the sign up there, safety first. Safety at all times on the vessel.
Just general gear, ropes, blocks are real important. Make sure that that's always tied up. Yep. That will take your head off.
I'd like you all at some stage please to take time to read and study these, because in the event of a fire or an accident you may be asked to find an extinguisher or go to a particular area. Okay?
But by law, you have a responsibility too. After your tour, you are going to sign on the dotted line that you have seen everything you need to see, and that you will obey every command given to you by those people you must obey.
Now this shows all the duties that everybody's responsible for. You will be given a duty in the case of a fire, and in the case of a muster, we will muster on the boat deck. Your name will be listed specifically on these lists over here.
You are going to sign that you have read the crew manual, and that you will make it your business to keep yourself up to date with any changes,
What your working shifts are.
either notified to you in person or posted on a notice board somewhere.
There's cabin lists. Now it's your job, not anybody else's, your job to familiarise yourself with your duty. If you don't know
And you are
what it
going to
is,
sign
by
that you know that it is your job to keep your eyes open for new hazards,
they will
and to
carry
tell somebody properly about them. Safety is a partnership between you and your employer. It's a partnership that makes the difference between hazard and disaster, for them and for you. And it's a partnership that makes sure that if shit happens to you, or to your mates, at least you'll stand a fighting chance of surviving it to tell the tale.